Hello everyone. Today's video we are going to look for dividend dates in UAE. Okay, so most of the people they have a query about these things. Even though some people they will get for doubt sometimes, right? So which date we need to purchase and which date we need to sell the shares for, especially for the dividend. Okay, so that is what the clear video only we are going to look in this video. When we need to purchase, when the stock price will goes down, okay, when we need to sell, these all detailed with the example we are going to look in this video. And this video will be helpful for each and every person, those who are investing in the stock market, especially for UAE. Okay, let's see. Okay, the first will be entitlement date. So entitlement date, in a sense, it's the last date for purchase. So suppose if they are giving for entitlement date, that is a last day for purchase for entitled for the dividend. Okay, you are eligible for the dividend. After that, if you are purchasing, in a sense, you are not eligible on it, or else you need to purchase before that. Okay, that's the two things. Exact on entitlement date you need to purchase, or else before itself you need to purchase, you are eligible to get a dividend. That's the thing for entitlement date. And for the next one will be ex-dividend date. Okay, for DFM, if you're looking, in a sense, X/dividend date it has provided. And for ADX, in a sense, you can look for ex-dividend. Okay, so both will be same only. It means what? You will not get for dividend. If you are providing for ex-dividend date, particular date will be provided. For the respective date, if you're purchasing for the stock, you are not eligible to get for dividend. So that's the reason I am providing here no dividend. And for the next one, a record date and settlement date. If you're looking for record date in ADX, ADX will be provided for record date. For DFM, if you're looking, in a sense, for the website they provided for settlement date. So this will be considering as a record date by the point of stock in DFM. Okay, so what is that date? The company fixes to pay the dividend. Company is announcing this is what the date, those who are holding my stock, you are eligible to get the dividend. Okay, so that record date, if you are holding for their respective company share, in a sense, we will get for dividend. That is what the announcement made by the company. Okay, and AGM date, in a sense, annual general meeting. So board of members and all joining together, and they will confirm, okay, this much of amount we can give for dividend to the shareholders. So dividend, what is dividend, in a sense, you know, right? The basic things. The company is making profit, the company is generated profit, so some portion of profit they think that we can give it for the shareholder. This is the shareholder wealth. And in point of view, company point of view, if you're looking, in a sense, that is a good impression will be created. Okay, consistently if the company is providing for dividend, in a sense, it should be a good stock and it should be a growth stock. Likewise we can consider, but not for all company like that. We need to look for some other fundamentals also, that is ROCE, ROE and all, that is apart from that. But generally if you're a long-term investor, those people look for dividend. So that's the reason I'm telling on it. And for another one, payment date. So date fixed by the company to receive dividend. So that date also company will announce. Within 30 days you will get for dividend, within 15 days it will get for dividend. Okay, there is no certain rules is available for payment date. It will be fixed by the company point of view at any date. Okay, so most of the company they will provide for within 30 days itself. And for right now, the company, the World Stock Exchange has been announced in 2024. As you are looking for 2023 videos, 2022 videos and all, settlement period will be settlement. What's the settlement duration, in a sense, they will give for different scenario for India as well as some other stock exchanges. But in 2024 World Stock Exchange announced we need to follow for settlement cycle will be T+1. Okay, the rule for the timing of trade settlement calls for stock transaction to settle no more than a day after the transaction take place. This means that the ex-dividend and record date now falls on same day. So whichever country will follow T+1, in a sense, for the respective company announcing for dividend, the dividend date as well as for ex-dividend date, both the date will be same. Okay, for India they are following for T+1 cycle. So if you are looking for their dividend as well as ex-dividend will be the same day only it will occur. But for UAE they are following for T+2, right, settlement cycle. So that's the reason we have for 2 days. while you're comparing with the entitlement date to record date, it will be available for 2 days for the business day. In between, if there is any holiday comes, it will go longer, might be in 3 or 4 days. Okay, it depends upon the public holiday as well as government holidays. So let's see with the examples, real examples, which we are going to look right now. Okay, this is for DFM point of view. Okay, from here it has given for each and every country exchange. Okay, you need to look at, there should be a different name, they will be provided, but you should not compare. If you're watching for India, and same thing if it is applicable for other country, in a sense it should not. Okay, you need to look, the index will be calculated based on what. Okay, those things also you need to look at. So from here, see AGM date, which we already looked, that is annual general meeting date. Okay, which is board of directors, they are joining together and they are going to announce, we are going to provide for the dividend. That is for the AGM date. And entitlement date, in a sense, which is you are going to purchase for the respective stock for getting a dividend. Okay, that is a last day of purchase, and it's mentioned for T+0, in a sense, trade day itself. It should be received for the invoice also. If you're purchasing on 10th June, in a sense, you will get it for invoice on same day itself. Okay, and ex-dividend date T+1. And from here it's available for settlement date. Ex-dividend date I already mentioned. If you're purchasing for this particular date, you are not eligible to get for dividend. Okay, and from here T mentioned for trade day, when you are purchasing, when you are doing for trade. Okay, that is what mentioned here, either buy or sell. That is a trade day mentioned for T. And from here it's mentioned for settlement date. Settlement date for the dividend point of view under DFM, it's for a record date. Okay, say for example, and this one, what is a percentage of dividend, and payment date, this is a date you will get it for payment of dividend, and this one we will look. Okay, and normally for the example we will look for Emirates NBD, right? So Emirates NBD, this is a AGM date, and this one will be the last purchase date, that is a entitlement date, and this one will be the record date, and this one will be the ex-dividend date. We can look this one. While you are clicking this one, it will open like this. So see here, last entitlement date 29 February, right? So if you're looking over here, it's available 29 February, last entitlement date. And from here, ex-dividend date 1st March, and if you're looking here, 1st March will be ex-dividend date. And for registry closing date, this is a registered date, that will be 4th March. Okay, so if you're looking here, 4th March will be the registered date, recording date. It means registered date or recording date, both are same only. So you might be asking why there is a difference of this much. In a sense, in between there is a public holiday is available, that's the reason. Otherwise it will come for next day itself. From here and all, you can look 2/5 and 3/5 next day, because it's a business day, there is no public holiday. If there is a public holiday will be coming, in a sense, according to that it will change over here, otherwise it will be a next day. So right now you can understand the settlement, in a sense, record date. This is for DFM, but for India what they will use, record date. But in ADX, if you are looking, in a sense, come here for ADX, last entitlement date same only, ex-dividend date same only, and record date, shareholders register closing date, they will use it. So now you can understand each and every exchange, what's the name they are using for the record date. We require for record date only, right? Two things we need to understand: which country we are going to purchase, what's the trade cycle they are following. If it is T+2 days, in a sense, before 2 days we need to purchase the stock. Here T+2 UAE. So if it is 17th, in a sense, 2 days before. So 2 days before, in a sense, 1, 2. Before will be 15. So you need to purchase for 15th. But in UAE, in one good thing will be, they are giving exactly what is the last day of purchase. But India and all, they will give for that is a record date only. If you are knowing for trade settlement cycle, based on that you will purchase. Right now they are following T+1, in a sense, 1 day before you will purchase over there. But this is a good thing, that is a last purchase date. If they are giving, in a sense, that is good for each and everybody. So now the viewers can understand in DFM record date what's the name they are using, for ADX what's the name they are using it. Okay, so now we are going to look for another thing. Most of the viewers, they are asking a query. So right now you can understand why they are putting for these 3 dates. Okay, so ex-dividend date, if you're purchasing, in a sense you will not get it for dividend. Okay, on 15th is the last date you need to purchase it. Why need to purchase, in a sense, if you are purchasing on 15th, it will be reflected on 17th for their respective company's books of account. If you are purchasing on 16th, it will be reflected on 18th only. So record date given for 17th, suppose if you are purchasing on 16th, it will be reflected on 18th, so you are not eligible to get for dividend. Understood? And another thing, the people will ask, when I can sell a share? You can sell a share on 16th also, but most of the people will not sell. Why? Because for the ex-dividend date, automatically the price will be dropped. Okay, so that's the reason the people will not sell on 16th. They will hold the stock, and after that, once getting for price appreciation, they will sell these shares. So for dividend point of view, what you need to look, once you are getting for dividend, you should not think that the price appreciation will be there for the next day itself. Some of the stock will be appreciated within a week. Some of the stock, it will take it for 1 month and 2 months. Okay, it depends upon the trade volume. It depends upon the person involving to trade for a particular stock. So now you can understand when you need to purchase, when you have to sell. Now we are going to look for one example. That's the reason most of the advisors, they will suggest you have to purchase entitlement date to hold until the record date. Okay, why they are telling, in a sense, that's the main reason they are telling, because if you are holding until, okay, now we can look for the real example. For DFM, Emirates, NBD, we looked. Okay, as the same thing, we can come here on 29th we need to purchase, right? On 29th February, right? This is a 29th February. If you are clicking over here, okay, the stock price 18.30, you can look here. Okay, what is a reflection is coming, you can look over here. So 29th, the stock price is 18.30. okay, on 1st March you can look the stock 17.25. so how much of dividend they are giving? 1.2. so how much of dividend they are giving, that much amount will be reduced on 1st March. That means what? Ex-dividend date. Suppose if you are purchasing on 18.30, okay, you never sell on 1st March. That's the reason most of the people will say you need to hold the stock entitlement date to until record date. Okay, because price will falls down, so nobody will sell the shares for occurred a loss, so everybody expect for the profit. So that's the reason most of the cases everybody will suggest you can hold the stock for 2 or 3 days, and after that you can start to sell once get the price appreciation. Okay, so now you can understand why you most of the people will suggest you can sell the stock for entitlement date. Suppose if the stock has a price appreciation, then you can sell. Okay, if you are getting for a profit. If you not get a profit, you don't sell, but most of the cases this is what happen, the price will be fall down. And if you're selling a stock on 1st March, you will get a dividend or not, in a sense you will get it for dividend. Okay, because some people either profit or loss, they will not look. Some emergency purpose also, some of the people invested amount they will sell, right? Such cases you can sell, you will get it for dividend on exact on ex-dividend date. Okay, but the proper suggestion will be entitlement date to until record date you can hold, and after that if there is a price appreciation will be there, you can sell. Even Fertiglobe, if you're looking, in a sense, there is a 10% price appreciation will be available after the record date. So that's the reason you will get it for some cases for more price appreciation once you're holding stocks on after record date. Okay, and right now we can look over here for Indian market. T+1 right now India is following, right? So that's the reason this is a dividend stock. These are all dividend stock. Right now it's showing for same date. Okay, record date as well as ex-dividend date, because I already told you which country is following T+1 day, in a sense ex-dividend date as well as record date will be the same. Okay, so this video we are focusing only for UAE, so that's the reason we looked for all those things with the example, what's each and every date meaning. Okay, in DFM what's the word they are using, ADX what's the date they are using. As you are willing to invest in dividend stock, you should know these basics. Okay, thank you friends, thank you for watching this. If there is any query, you can leave a comment below, I will help you out. Okay, bye.